Okay. Just finishing setting up here, guys. Give me 1 minute. Doing things and stuff here. That need to be done. Just need to check something real quick. What? Oh, that makes me so mad. Why? So the last time I had gotten a payout was September, and like September 12th had was the 12th of the month is when I update, apparently, to decide if I've hit the threshold. So I was using September 1st and September 12th to see if I've hit the next payout threshold. I don't know what date Twitch is using, because even when I use September 12th to February 12th, I have more than hit the payout threshold. And they're telling me I am 2 cents shy of 50 when I'm looking at 53.87. I would like to know what in the fresh hell they're using as their date check, because this doesn't make sense. And I feel like I'm being fucked with. And I'm not amused. So because of those 2 pennies, they're like, no, we'll check you again on March 12th. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? Even using September 12th. We're not using October 12th because that's like $6 short, so that ain't it. And now I'm mad, right? Because what the flying fuck? Are we using... Are we using October 1st? No, we're not using October. Like, the math doesn't make sense. What the fuck? I don't understand. Right. If anybody knows what dates they're using, it doesn't say any Twitch Primes under review. It's 2 pennies. It's actually missing more than 2 pennies, because the one thing says 53, the other thing says 49.98, and I'm like, what? This isn't... if anybody can understand the dates that they use, let me know. Because I don't understand. Well, there won't be a beta fish this month. Maybe in April we can make it happen. Because I have to get a filter for the little tank that we have and stuff, so. And I have to replace the heater that we have because we're not sure how well that one works. That's aggravating. Oh well, moving on. Alright, so we are back with needle felting with Bob Ross. And we are working on episode 5 of season 3 of The Joy of Painting. The tutorial was called Distant Hills. Let's see if I can. There we go. I have to guess when I've got these finger do's on because I don't end up putting my fingers on the right keys. So we've got that. That's the tutorial link in full to the one on YouTube. So this week I finished up Zortz's pins. So take a look at those guys. Oh, what is that? What is that? Well, we can't have that on there. Well, maybe we'll just cut the corners off. Yeah, I don't know what was on there. That was odd. So it's just more for packaging anyway, just to keep them from getting all smooshy. So these are the forget-me-nots, which is the flower symbol, I guess, if you will, for dementia, from what I was finding online. So I don't know if he's going to be giving these away during a fundraiser stream this summer, beginning of summer, or if he's just going to end up keeping them to give to his sisters or what have you, but either way is fine with me. Well, I got those finished. And pin backs all glued on and stuff. The paper, they can just get pulled off the paper. The paper, again, is there just there to ship them. We'll see if we can ship those out on Monday. We found packing tape we didn't realize we had. I think Russell found it in the car, to be perfectly honest. Alright. Sorry, I see a thin spot in there. I just want to cover up. Alright, so let's get back down to business here. So when we last left off, we've gotten in the light gray of the sky up here, and then some pink. I know it's hard to see because it's like almost the same color as the felt, but when we roll the felt back, so that's the light of the sky, and then we've got the pinky clouds in the sky. Bob did a mixture of Van Dyke Brown and alizarin crimson. I really couldn't find a color that was gonna work with that, so we went with this raspberry. We ended up going bolder. What am I? Oh, no, come back. I don't know why it opens that. But I did. Alright, so, when we last left off, we were working on our mountain here. Now to do this, you can use roving, or you can use some types of yarn. I'm using acrylic yarn, or an acrylic blend yarn. I think it's acrylic. I don't know if it's 100% acrylic, but it's almost. If it isn't, it might be 100% acrylic. So this is Paint Box Simply Chunky from Lovecraft. Not sponsored, but hey, if you would like to, hit me up. I'd be open to discussions. But so, you know, that way if you have a wool allergy and you can't do the roving, there are still options out there for you. The only thing is, if you do yarn, there's a little bit more prep work involved to get it to this state. So you need a pet grooming brush, a sticker, I think it's slicker. One of these beasts, you're gonna recognize it if you have an animal that has like a double coat. Get the metal toothed ones, don't get the plastic toothed ones. The plastic toothed ones break. They can't hold up to the constant brushing. Then you're going to cut some lengths of yarn and brush it out. Start at the bottom like you're trying to work a tangle out of your hair, and then move up as you get it brushed. And I have a yarn prep video on the YouTube channel if you are interested in looking at that. But in the meantime, we're going to work on getting this guy tacked in. Alright, sorry, I'm just trying to get him where I can see him. A little bit easier. All right. So I hope everybody had a good weekend. Sorry that the Husband's Planet Zoo stream got canceled yesterday without any warning. We were planning on doing it, and life happened at 6:30 in the morning, so we're close to it, so you know. Yesterday was a tough day. I'm not sure what the rest of the day is gonna bring. We'll see what happens, I suppose. All right. The cats damn near gave me a heart attack. The one likes to walk around on my desk. And I guess when I took my glasses off, they were near the edge last night. So one of them must have been fucking around on my desk looking for trouble at some point. Because I'd walked over to my desk, I'd grabbed some things off of it. I was still half asleep because I was like, I'd left a mug and something else that needed to go out to the kitchen, and maybe it was a bottle or something that had to go out to the recycling, and I came back and I realized, oh, I need to put my glasses on, and I went to grab my glasses off my desk, and I'm like, where's my glasses? I did not knock them off the desk. I would have felt whatever I picked up hit it and knock it down, and I didn't. And then I'm like, oh god, I stepped over here, where are my glasses? And I found them on the floor, under my desk. I'm just like, really, buddy? He's sitting there all innocent and stuff. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. It's like, this is not for you to play with, and you know it. Husband opened our bedroom window for a little bit, but I'll tell you, that air is getting a little chilly. I might have to shut that soon. I think we are losing the sun beating into this window. Because he had it like open all the way. I'm like, oh, you husband opened it, not me opened it. Like, I'll open it a few inches. He like opened that sucker as far as it would go, and I'm like, no, it doesn't need to be that open. But that air's getting cold. I mean, it was only barely 60 to begin with, but it's gonna go down to 21 at some point this week. It is gonna be for a reason. I'm not sure what it's supposed to go down to tonight. Alright, just making sure I don't have too many thin sections in there. We're looking pretty good. So this yarn, for about 149 yards or something like that, close to, the skeins run about $3.99, but they're usually on sale. I will say right now, since they've been on sale for quite a while, they're out of a few colors. So, like, they might be out of stock on this color right now in that particular style. They've got some other, they've got Erin, they've got like a super chunky version, although I don't know what shades they have in all of them. One of the shades that I picked up for Christmas doesn't seem to be on the website anymore in the Simply Chunky. But I'm always on the hunt for cheap yarn. Which can sometimes be a challenge, I will say. I had to do many a website crawl to even find this one. That would fit my budget, since it's a tiny, tiny budget. You know, I wonder if I could borrow the funds from the zoo expedition, since we probably won't be going until the end of May. Because I don't want us to be far away with my dad not right. He's still in the hospital though, but 2 hours away can still be pretty far, and I don't want us to be like halfway there and have paid for the tickets and everything and then be like, oh yeah, we gotta reschedule this. Family emergency. So I'll have to discuss that with the husband. And see what he thinks about that idea. Alright, so there's a lot of large color blocking in on this one, at least at the very moment, so I do apologize if this part's rather boring. Plus, this was a good-sized chunk of fluff that I plopped down in here. Alright. I'm just gonna brush that down and get it to lay a little bit flatter. It just helps things a little bit. What was that? Oh, this looked like a piece of plastic. I don't know what that was. It was odd is what it was. Alright. Next step. Alright, I guess we should like finish filling in our edgy area here. We'll start on that section. Okay. Okay. I am still working on editing the other, our last project. I haven't gotten very far on that. My Adobe's acting weird. I don't know what I did. I did something. So now when two sections are lining up, I don't have the little line on them anymore. And I don't know what I did to make it go away. So some sections weren't lined up right when I went back to view what I had edited already. I've got the first live stream edited. I'm in the middle of working on the second one. The second one was 4 hours, so that one's going to take me a little bit. I think I'm about an hour and a half into it, roughly. But I am working on that. I was trying to get some more yarn colors fluffed and refill some other ones that were a little bit light in their bags as I was going through my yarn wall and getting the colors reorganized and everything. So, even though we are trying to follow the tutorial, there's gonna be times where we have to executive decision to change a color family or shade or whatever. Because, you know, paint, you can do awesome things with paint and get all kinds of multitudes of shades and variations and things. Yarn doesn't quite work that way. I mean, it doesn't blend into one color quite the same. I mean, if you're like weaving and stuff, it might. But for doing this, and making everything flat, that's going to be a little bit more difficult. So, sometimes it's just easier to work with the shades that you have. So there will probably be times where it's like, well, I don't have that shade, so, you know, sit down. I find that sitting down with some colored pencils and pulling out the colors similar to what I have makes life a lot easier. And then I can just kind of go from there and do a quick sketch. It doesn't have to be that quick. I mean, quick in comparison to doing this. But I'll sit down and I'll work out a piece real quick. Doesn't have to be polished or, you know, 100%. You know, this is what we're doing. Loud vehicle. I'm sorry, you guys. Windows open. And we live on a busy street. So, there's that. But you know, like Bob says, we have that artistic license to make it our own. Now, I haven't done a planning sketch on the next one yet. Not sure if we're gonna. We might, just to kind of break up things, and I do find it's moving a little bit smoother when I already have a visual for how it's gonna work out. What's up?
Oh, nothing, just smirking because my boiled egg brings the crab to the yards.
Oh.
Brown's just sitting there like, oh, look, egg.
What did my mom want?
Oh, nothing. Your dad had called and I was just asking her about details about it.
Does she need to go up there?
Nope. I asked. She said she hurts too much. She can't get away with it today.
Okay. So, I need to talk to you about something.
What's up?
So, the magicians at Twitch have decided that when they reviewed me today, I've made $49.98. Even though going from September 1st to February 1st, it's $53 and some odd change. I don't know where they're getting this discrepancy from, because nothing on Prime is on review. Can I take from the zoo fund and then put it back when I get it next month?
I mean, I suppose, how do you want to go about doing that? Well, tell you what. Do you want to take from the zoo fund for the purposes of getting your fish?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were doing that or if you were going to cycle through to get your payment.
No, that's fine. No. I meant to get the fish and then I'll put it back.
We can do that if you want.
Okay.
I mean, depending on how much you want to go to the zoo, you could just use it for the fish and be done.
Well, I mean, I kind of want to go to the zoo, but with everything with my dad now, I don't want to be 2 hours away, and I don't know when that's going to settle. I mean, I was thinking like May anyway, for when we were going to go, or April, because it's still a little too chilly to be walking around.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
For an extended period of time outside.
I got nothing for you right now. I'm cooking it. You ended up with 8 packets of meat from it.
That's not bad.
They were decent sized packets too.
All right,
so you shouldn't have to double up or nothing.
That's not bad. I don't normally double up on that.
Oh my goodness. And puppies are going to be happy because there's a literal big pan of it leftovers. Because there was a lot that I had to cut away because it was like hidden inside. So that which I could cut up ended up going in a pan for them.
Did you break the news to Loretta yet that next month's not happening?
No, I presented the idea to my mother to pave the way, but I haven't actually said that yet.
She ain't gonna pave the way.
Well, we'll see.
She doesn't pave anything. She bulldozes.
Well, okay, fine. Maybe she'll help us bulldoze then.
Alright. So, I keep rolling this down because I'm thinking that I'm still not sure if I should, well, no, it's gonna be a pain in the ass if I do that. I kept thinking maybe that should be a darker gray, but I'm gonna, okay, the camera didn't freeze. I was like, I'm just holding that still. I'm gonna roll this back when we're done and do a line of glue after I stick a dowel rod through. And get that in there, and then we'll use like the dowel to hang it that way. So I think that's what we'll do there this time. I just have to get the dowel rod. But they're not super, well, they're not normally super expensive, we'll put it that way. Alrighty. And I know I haven't posted any of the VODs to YouTube yet this week. Life got crazy and I need to do that. I kind of need to do some life stuff, and with tonight being some sorts of, not some sort, I guess the Super Bowl's tonight. I'm not going to be watching it, but I don't know if it's going to be worth doing the Planet Zoo stream tonight, so I might skip tonight. I have to work on putting some guides together. So I might take tonight to do that instead. We're still going to do the Planet Zoo series. We are. But I think I might skip that extra live stream tonight. I'm exhausted. And I need to work on the guides and stuff, and go from there, because I have to do some things for Lita. Because I'm probably going to be taking some time off from podcast stuff. Since I'm so busy elsewhere. Okay. Alright, so I do still have a thin patch right there. I might have one here. Although I don't know if I'm going to worry about that one so much because I think there's going to be some cloud coming in over that. There might be a little bit of cloud coming in over that one too, so we'll see. So I'm thinking when it comes time for us to clean this guy up, we'll trim the sides. And I don't know if we're going to wrap the bottom and have a dowel hanging down there just to help anchor it, or if we're just going to do the top. Husband suggested split dowels. And gluing the dowel on like the bottom edge so that way I wouldn't have to worry about trying to attach it to the back. And at first I was like, no, that's not what I meant, but there's a chance that we might end up doing that after all. Oh, we're adding some what is this? Raspberry fluff to the mix here. Kind of nice to see a new color moving in instead of all those drab blues and darks and stuff. Some bright colors on in there. Alright, so next section here. Okay, sorry I'm not so chatty today. Like I said, I'm tired. But I also wanted to work on this, so be a little bit of a quieter stream today. And that's okay. I'm just making sure that all of our loose pieces here are getting tacked down. As one tends to do. Alright, so it is going to have some thin sections in there. We'll have to overlap a little bit. And that's okay. We can do that. That's not a problem. Oh yeah, that's definitely going to need some overlap in there. I think I am going to fill that in real quick though. It's bugging me. I was trying not to let it bug me, but it started bugging me. So. Alright, that should be good there. Alright, next bit. The next bitty bit here. Alright, so we'll get this guy kind of tucked in here, and I try to overlap a little bit just so it doesn't have any kind of weird seams showing from where we've tucked in the next bit of color. I still have to look for that webcam. Oh, right. Sorry, I just remembered. The husband's been trying to remember to go look for something in the closet in my parents' room. But every time he remembers it, they've like already gone to bed. And he can't get to that closet. Because it's a little bit of a maze to get back to it. It's like one of the few closets in this house. And it is packed to the gills with storagey stuff. Okay. So, get this tacked down in here. Oh, cow's getting into trouble again. That cat, I swear. That's gonna need another bit of fluff in there. And I'm just rolling it in my hands just a little bit, just to get a little bit thicker. So we don't have quite as much to layer up as we go. Or at least that's the idea. Because this whole bottom section is not going to be completely enshrouded in clouds, but it'll be there a little bit. I have to go back and look at the sketch though, just to refresh my brain about what is supposed to be cloud down here when we go to get into the next color. and what isn't. Before you sit down, closet. You needed to go check the closet?
I did yesterday.
Oh, when?
I did yesterday, right before your mom went to bed.
We were sitting here last night. You're like, I never checked the closet.
Yes, and I got up and I checked the closet.
Oh, I didn't see you get up.
No, I got the closet.
So it wasn't in there?
Nope, I'm gonna go check. Actually, now you mention it,
It's probably gonna be in the shed.
Shed, yeah. It might be out there.
Take the hornet spray with you just in case.
In here. I'm not digging that far. It's okay.
We had some hornets or wasps or something. Something stingy and angry try to move into our shed at one point. Because the husband found them when he went to go pull out our Christmas decorations. And we're like, oh, hey, Taco. Sorry, didn't see you till now. Apologize. How's Taco? If you're still here, we've already told Zaya about the trading post quest showing up on characters that on Bloodthirsties as not allowed, and they seem to be account wide, maybe. So Zaya's not gonna be back Zaya's on vacation. He's out of the country, or out of his country. He won't be back until like the middle of next week, or this coming week, like Tuesday or Wednesday he'll be home. So he's gonna, we've already told him, so he's gonna look into it when he gets back. So don't delete anybody yet that may have been dinged for it. Okay. I know there's also some API bullshittery happening at the moment. You checked that fast? He walked away. I was saying, there's no way he checked the shed that fast. He's looking for something. Sorry. But yeah, there's some API bullshit happening right now. Fair's got at least one, no, I think she has 2 characters that have hit 70. You checked that quick?
I ended up giving up. I don't have the energy to dig through the amount that has to be dug through.
Alright. Can you shut this window? Because I'm getting cold. That air's got a cold edge to it coming in now.
There you go.
Thank you. Where was I? So yeah, Fair's got 2 characters that are at 70, and the armory is still showing them at 69. I've got somebody else who hit level 10 and tried to add their character, and it's saying that the character can't be found. I tried to search on armory for their character just to see if there was something else going on. It said that it gave me a couple of results, and it said plus like 36 results total, and I was like, all right, well, let me see everybody. And when I clicked the show all results page on the armory, it showed me 14 and no options to view any other pages, and I'm like, huh? What armory, what is going on with you? We don't use armory, but we use the same API information that armory does, so something's fucked up somewhere on Blizzard's end. So our hands are tied on some of it until Blizzard gets their shit together. So I don't know. Kind of hoping Tuesday's downtime will fix some of it. Not sure if it will. We'll see. but I know there's definitely oddities going on, and if you spot an oddity on your character, feel free to pop into the Discord for WoW challenges, and there's a channel for challenger issues where you can report a weirdness going on, and then we can move it to a different channel for when Zaya gets back, that he can look into it further. So how have things been, Taco? I haven't been into WoW in like a couple of weeks. I'm kind of burnt out again from all the farming, and then auction house kind of dropped off. I got enough for a token sitting on the Blizzard balance in case I feel like playing again later, but I'm probably taking an extended WoW vacation for now. Not really feeling it this expansion, and I've got a lot of other life stuff going on that I just don't have the energy to keep pursuing it at the moment. I mean, but at least we've got our Diablo 4, so... And hopefully Diablo 4 comes to be. And we'll see what happens going forward. Twitter integration's going away from WoW. So we won't be able to tweet from in-game any longer, which is dumb from Twitter's end of things. Like, it's stupid, but whatever. And don't know if TweetDeck's fully going away now. Like, I saw some stuff where TweetDeck was going to be moving to Twitter Blue, and then I saw something later after people were getting pissy about it, saying that they weren't going to pay for Twitter Blue to use TweetDeck and stuff. Then I saw something about, well, there'll still be the non-Twitter Blue version, but it's not going to get updated, I guess, so if it breaks, it breaks. I don't know. I'm confused. I'm just like, whatever. I don't care anymore. You know, it's all so fucking exhausting. And Facebook's giving me problems now too, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how long I'll be able to keep doing the social media stuff for WoW challenges. Probably till it breaks all together. We'll see. Alright, so we're still just kind of filling in our main mountain focal point here. As we get to work on that, I think I'm gonna have to probably overlap a little bit down into here. Feel like there might be a thin spot in there. Oh no, might be alright. Alright, so just brushing that all down. Just trying to get that lay a little bit flatter. Whoop, come back here, you. I will say the Simply Chunky paint box is so soft. When it's been brushed out, sometimes it's hard to hold on to. It likes to keep flying away on me here. Alright. Sounds like one of the dogs has the zoomies in the other room. Sounds like he's having the zoomies by himself at that, unless he's messing with a cat, in which case we'll hear a yelp in a few minutes. When the cat decides to play with its claws out. Will not be surprised. Alright, there's a little bit of a split trying to open up there. That's fine. We'll come back in and deal with that again in a minute. Okay. I really should start using smaller chunks of fluff. That way we can take breaks from stabbing stuff. Oh, there's gonna be sirens in a minute, potentially. I hear them. It depends on if they come past the house. Sounds like a fire truck or something. Yeah, they're getting louder. So, they're probably gonna go right by. So, earbud warning ahead of time. Or headphone warning. Oh, maybe they turned. They should have gone past by now if they were gonna. No, they must have turned by the car wash. And gone to the other side of town. Okay. And again, this is a step you don't have to do. It's one that I do. It just helps the back lay a little bit flatter. And just seems to keep anything from getting too lumpy and uneven. Alright. Now, let's see here. Where do we want to go? Yes, we'll move on up to here. Okay, so we're getting there. I mean, we're probably a third of the way done this upper mountain here, or the mountain really. It is a lot of ground to fill in. So it is going to take a little bit. Slow and steady progress. This isn't necessarily a quick thing. If you're kind of looking for more instantaneous results, instant, something like that. If you want to finish this in one sitting, you might be better off going with paint. You know, just as an idea. I know this medium's not for everyone, because it is a little bit slower. Okay, I'm going to pop that up off of our mat, because we want to do that periodically so we don't end up attaching this to the mat, which we've come deeply close to doing before. And we've stretched the whole thing out askew trying to remove it. So not the best thing to do. Even with the foam mats, you probably want to pick it up every so often, just to make sure you're not too attached. Because it might have an easier time pulling off the foam if you go too long in between pickups, but I have tried to pull stuff off of foam before, and it's still pretty well attached even to the foam. So it is something to keep in mind. Come on, little guy. Let's cooperate here. Alright, so let's get you kind of tacked into here, my friend. Work on getting you all nice and settled in here. But I mean, the paint box yarn, it's still working up pretty well. No complaints about that, really. I think my only complaint with that is that it's so soft when you fluff it. Is that sometimes it can get away from you, but that's not really a complaint. It's not that big of a deal. That's just me trying to find a complaint. I'm sure if you like touched a damp sponge or something and then went to roll it or something, it would be fine. Alright, so we've got this guy coming in. I think I might be losing the husband to the other room soon. Even though the mother-in-law's back, she's in the RV with her sister outside, and the cat's gonna get real pissy real fast if nobody's in there overnight with her. But, you know, fair enough, I'd be pissy too. but that might be happening soon. Okay, so we're getting there. Not too bad. Wait, when did you make eggs?
Huh? Your mom made some this morning.
Oh.
I got one she dropped on the floor.
Right. Did you throw that old egg stuff away?
Yes.
Okay. I wasn't in the mood to do dishes last night, so I was like, fuck it. And then I got up and I'm like, damn it, I should have just did them yesterday, because now there's a shit one out there. Alright, so this guy... We'll work on attaching in here. Just to try to get that overlap of sky covered up in there. Okay. All right, not bad there. Sorry, I couldn't tell if that was a thin spot or not. Do you have ice?
Yes.
Okay. I was like, what did the cat touch now? Because he's been in nothing but trouble today. Or the one cat, Cow. Should have named him Trouble from the beginning. Loud vehicles going by. I apologize. They seem to be traveling in packs today. Although it does seem like we did go for a stretch there where hardly anything was going by, so that's kind of strange for a Sunday. Maybe people are on their way to Super Bowl parties or whatever. Alright, I'm just trying to slide a little bit of that fiber around. mean, you're supposed to go straight up and down, but if you go in at a slight angle, sometimes you can slightly nudge it in a different direction. Kinda, sorta. Alright, I'm gonna pull up completely now. Just kinda rebrush everybody back down here. Okay. Alright, so let's pop back over to this side here. And we'll start to work in this section. I'm not sure if we're quite halfway done this mountain. Now, this is one of those mountains that he didn't, let's see how to word this. He didn't put a whole lot of detail in. It was more like a very far away silhouette kind of deal. Is what it appears to be. Alright, so I'm probably gonna have to fluff some more of this color. Before this color gets returned to the fluff wall. If this chair wasn't so tall, I would put the fluff wall behind me, but the chair's just gonna rip the fluff right off the wall. Or give the cats an easier time to get up to the bags to chew on the plastic. Okay. So I'm probably going to need another little bit in here. Because even though the thin spot in that section doesn't look like it's showing up very well on camera, I can definitely see it. Okay. We're filling in pretty nicely here. Looking pretty good. Alright. Oop. That one got pretty attached. Alright, so yeah, that looks okay. Next fluffy bit, please. Next fluffy bit. Okay. So, just gonna kind of drop this one right around in here. Just kind of overlap that thinner section in there a bit. I know we still have to get some other stuff worked into here. Okay. Alright, well, I need to do some serious cleaning later. If we're gonna get the fish sooner than I was thinking. Oh, I still have a thin spot there. I don't know how we missed it, but we did. Right in there. It happens. It definitely happens. Can't really see it on the screen though. But trust me, it's there, so we're gonna fill it in. Okay. Next bit of fluffy stuff. I guess we'll... Where do I want to put this one? Oh, he's a small guy. I guess we can start filling that gap in. And then we'll move back down to the bottom in here. And start filling that in. Okay. So what's everybody's plans for today? What you guys doing? Are you guys going to be watching the Super Bowl later? Are you into football? What is everybody's plans? What's up, puppy? Oh, geez, more fire engines. What's going on? Oh, shit. That's not good. That's really not good. Unless this was a second different call. These ones sound a lot closer. Oh yeah, they're gonna go right by. Potentially. Oh, they turned at the corner. They didn't go completely by. The Floof family's out for a walk, dear.
What's that?
The Floof family is out for a walk. There's one dog that we call Floof that gets walked a lot. a lot of the times he's alone. And we know it's the same dog because he usually has a light up harness on him or something. So when we would see him at dusk, we're like, oh, it's that floof again. And today, when I just looked outside to see what direction those sirens were coming from, I saw Floof, and he had some buddies with him today. He's a bit of a slower walker, so I think he might be a slightly older dog. He seems very well behaved. He doesn't pull on his leash or anything. Just kind of slowly plodding along. Alright, well, since those sirens went in a different direction, I almost wonder if they left their previous call and got another call. So that was kind of crazy. Like I said, we live in a busy area of town. So always a lot of noise and stuff, and this house isn't exactly soundproof, so as we've demonstrated. Well, as the fire trucks have demonstrated at the very least. I'm so excited. We got some flower seeds when we ran to Walmart the other night, I guess Friday night. We got some dwarf petunias that look really cool that we can put in our front planter box that'll supposed to stay low so they don't cause too much of a traffic issue for people pulling out on the corner. I got some ornamental grass that looks like it's going to be fun because my other ornamental grass died. Well, I don't really know if it was ornamental grass, but we had the grass, we had a tree stump. Well, we had a tree that had been cut down, and the stump had been about, I don't know, maybe not quite chest height on me, but not really waist height either. It was kind of in between. And, it slowly rotted and disintegrated, and then all we had left was like the very base along the ground. And then the grass started growing up around it, and we're like, oh, okay. And then it like really took off and grew up tall around it, and it was hiding the stump, right? So I was like, oh, cool. I kind of like that. And then, you know, it got a little bit taller, and it looked nice, you know, when it was green from the rain, and then we hit the drought, and then it kind of looked all dead, and then some dude kept going around, I guess trying to be nice to clean up the landscaping or the grass in people's yards, and Russell had chased him off the one time. He's like, no, it's fine. He goes, I can get it. He goes, I just haven't gotten it yet. He goes, it's okay. But he didn't understand what Russell was saying very well. And so he stopped that day, and then he came back another day when we weren't home. And my mom's like, yeah, some guy pulled up and got out of a truck and cut it down. So he was trying to be nice, but he cut down all of my grass that had grown up around the tree stump that was hiding the tree stump that I wanted there. And I was like, God damn it. So I was really sad. It still hasn't grown back. I don't know if it's gonna. We might take some of our elephant ear bulbs and plant them around it just to see if those will grow up around there, just to hide this ugly ass stump. That's a bit of an eyesore. Or we might take some of this ornamental grass after we see how it does and plant it there. I don't know if it'll work there though, because it does say it needs partial shade, and that one's kind of out in the sun. So I don't know how well that's going to work. It might not like it. But we will see, I suppose. With all of that. All right. So work on getting this in here. We're not doing too bad. I mean, we still have a good ways to go on getting the rest of this side filled in, but from what we've done so far, we didn't have that much of it filled in when we got started today. Not really. Okay, more floof. That's a little, it's a bit of a big chunk of floof there. All right. I guess we'll work on this down section here. Try to catch this up a little bit. What the hell am I hearing? Oh, I hope they're not fucking with the RV again. They've already moved it around once or twice. And it's starting to become a real fucking pain in the ass because it doesn't really fit. And they won't just leave it somewhere. And I heard the mother-in-law come back in, and then it sounded like Russell went out with them. And I heard an engine revving that sounded pretty heavy. It scared the shit out of me last night when they showed up with it. Because apparently they have some kind of metal rack on the back of it to hold their tricycles or whatever. And it bottomed out when they came into the driveway, and it scraped across the asphalt as it was pulling into our gravel driveway. It scared the shit out of me. I thought they hit something on the house. I was like, what the fuck? Alright, so guess we'll move over to here. Or start trying to overlap a little bit in here. Actually, hold on one second. I don't know if he has his phone, so I don't know if he's going to answer me. Okay. He might not answer me. What are you? Get off of there. I like that this headphone wire is so long, but at the same time, I don't. Because it keeps getting caught on everything. Hi, Zuzu. What is the matter? What? Hi. What's up? Do you have to go potty? Zuzu has to go potty. Zuzu has to go potty. And I don't know where the husband is. I think the husband has vanished outside, so I will be right back. Because Zuzu apparently really needs to go potty. So, let me see here. Just give me a second, buddy. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm trying to find the thingy that I need. Hold on. What the hell is it? Nope, that's not it. I know I have one. And do you think I can find it? I must have, did I delete it? Didn't think I did. Alright, well, whatever. This is what we'll do. What is this? That one? Yeah. There we go. I will be right back, you guys. Alright. Sorry. Husband came out and realized I wasn't inside, and he's like, oh, I was out dealing with them. And I was like, yeah, well, the dog wanted to pee. He didn't hear the roving noise, so it wasn't them. Oh, right. We need to remove that because we are in fact back now. Okay. I guess we'll hit up this section in here. Next, okay. This is kind of like just filling in a big swatch of background color here. And I guess that's basically what we're doing. For the most part. I mean, it is a pretty good amount of ground to cover here. You know, we'll see how far we get. Alrighty. So my plans are to get a butterfly beta. I saw one that looked really cool at Petco. Now, I don't know if they're still going to have it by the time we are able to go and get it, because I have to clean and do all of the things. And it's certainly not happening today because they close, I think, in 2 hours. So we'd have to run now, and I haven't cleaned yet, so maybe tomorrow we can see about that. If I get cleaned quick enough tonight, because I have to reorganize my desk and everything. And just all of the things. And if I can manage to put my hands on that other webcam, which I'm really not sure of its location, if I have a plug available for it, then we'll try to do fish cam. We'll try to. I do know when I was outside with the dog, I could hear people shooting. So I think someone is playing with guns outside somewhere, because I could hear shots going off that didn't sound that terribly far away, but I don't know if he does or not. He was looking at me kind of funny.
Give it your turn.
Well, it got to be a pee. Now you get to pee.
Did he at least pee?
Yes. A couple of times.
Like, the second you were outside without him, he's like, I need to go outside. I need to go outside. I'm like, I really don't think you do. Our door is starting to stick. So I'm not sure if the house settled some more or not. Or if one of the screws on the hinges have come loose or something, I don't know. It seems like it's rubbing the edge kinda tightly while we're trying to close it. It doesn't want to close tight. I thought it was a piece of rubber weather stripping that was ripping off the bottom, so I just ripped it all the way on my way back in and shut the door, and no, it was still, it feels like it's getting caught somewhere, and I don't know where the getting caught is happening. For certain. Alright. Well, we're adding a nice amount of pink in here. I think I am going to turn this, though. Back to this orientation. I like it better on this orientation. Okay. So, let's get to filling in here. I know it takes a little bit longer to cover ground in the smaller bits, but working in the smaller bits gives me a chance to take a break from the constant stabbing every so often. All right. So I have an idea for a mixed media piece that I want to do. That's gonna be on canvas. Actually, I have a couple ideas. Where I want to do a painted background. And then do some needle felted pieces and kind of layer them up as what's actually going to be the main guts of the piece, or the main subject matter. Oh, a piece of fluff over here too. Didn't remember putting that piece of fluff over there, but okay. Sure. Why not? It got there somehow, so I must put it there. I don't know why that door is sticking so hard now.
Yeah, I don't know either. Hold on.
I don't know if the hinges are loose and we need to tighten them, or if the house settled.
Hinges. There we go. Okay, you're all done. You already got your good. You don't even.
But Daddy, that's not how this works. I go out to pee and I get something. You're breaking the training protocol.
Nope.
You've broken the training protocol. You've disappointed the pupper. Training has to be consistent. So what did your mom need?
Huh?
What did your mom need?
She's just providing dinner to your mom.
At 4 o'clock?
Yeah. Well, that's when it was done.
Well, I thought you said you had to go out and deal with something.
Huh?
I thought you said you had to go out and deal with something. Like you left
Oh,
before you came out for Zuzu.
I'm trying to remember, but I don't know. I've just been dealing with getting your mom dinner and shit. Susie, we're all done.
Well, he's a nosy bastard, or he wants his goodie that he should have gotten for going potty. Okay. So let's get this tapped in here. So we're just about done this section. So I don't know when I'm going to get around to working on that mixed media piece, but it's definitely on my list. To work on. Okay. So we're almost done this part. We're slowly getting there. Anybody doing any Super Bowl parties today, or what y'all doing? What are you working on today? Hiding from the world? That's a good option. I like that option. I partake of that option whenever possible. Unless I absolutely have to go out and do something. Ah! No! Get back in! Not all of you. You all can't go. Not at the same time. At the very least. Sorry, I had a thin spot I noticed. It wasn't terribly thin. And it probably would have been okay. But that's like the third time it's caught my eye. So if it's gonna keep it bugging me to that extent, then we probably should just slap something over that. Okay. And this section here, so I mean it's not so bad. I mean, we are 2 hours in, but I did have a few times where I've had to go and take care of something, so not terrible. Okay. Don't forget to hydrate and take breaks when you are crafting. Make sure whatever you are hydrating yourself out of is not something that you would normally be drinking out of. So that way you don't accidentally drink your paint water. And I will say, once you've designated or used a cup for paint water or what have you, any kind of art supply, then that's it. It is forever an art supply. If you're rinsing, you know, paint brushes in it, or using clay on it, or, you know, whatever you're doing, that is now an art supply designated item. Alright. We are looking pretty good here. Pretty good. Definitely gotten a lot of this filled in back here. And I am overlapping a little bit, just so we don't get any weird seams and stuff from new color being, or more color being added. It's not really a new color. It's a new piece of fluff, but it's the same color. So that'll help with that. Alright. Soon we'll be adding a new section of color here. Sorry, somebody needed the husband again. Alright, so I'm gonna try to get this tucked in here. As best as I can. I was just scraping that top layer of fluff a bit there. So that we can get some stuff going here. Alright, so that's kinda in there. I'm not sure how well that edge is gonna fare there. It's not too bad. I mean, it did pull in a little bit, but we've come to accept the fact that it's gonna be a little wonky on our edges at times. Okay. We're getting there, you guys. Sorry, got a little crooked there. Or crooked in the camera. I need to get some Velcro strips to attach this mat to. Or put some of our puffy paint on the bottom to try to make some grippies, so because this thing is just sliding all over the place here. It's just having a grand old time. moving in every which direction. Okay. So getting this part done. So as far as the tutorial is concerned, I know we haven't advanced it yet today, but we haven't finished this section yet. Get closer to being done this section though, so that's exciting. Very, very exciting. Okay. Alrighty. Pull up the tutorial at least so we can see what's happening there once we get this section done. Okay. We need a little bit more fluff to finish this section off. I was hoping I wasn't going to have to refill this bag. I might not have to. 'Cause I don't know when we're getting to this color again. We still have a little section right in there that separated a bit. Not really separated, but didn't really cover. So we'll need to fill that in. Just a bit here. Okay. It is Loud Car Sunday. I guess they're sticking out extra hard because it's extra quiet in the in-between times of vehicles going by. Or they're just being extra loud today. I don't quite understand it. I mean, either is entirely possible. So, I mean, this is a good example of, you know, how much fluff can get put into this type of mat. So this is a wool felting mat. It's a felted wool felting mat, I guess is what it is. But, you know, it's not so bad. I mean, my middle's poofed up because we've gotten some projects stuck because I didn't pull them off as often as I should have. And they kind of attached, so in my struggle to remove them, I kind of deformed the mat a little bit. And I tried felting on the other side of the mat a little bit. Had a much harder time. Probably because that side wasn't used to being felted on. So my arm got tired real fast. Now what's wrong?
Nothing, why?
Oh, they keep bugging you, and I heard the oven go on, and I didn't.
Well, the oven's for me.
Now what's you making?
Another chicken sandwich is what I've got.
Oh, I didn't think you were hungry again already. It seemed like you had eaten not that long ago.
It was a chicken sandwich.
Alright, so. Oh, where did you come from? Well, you need to not be in there. Mr. Blue Fluffy Stuff. Okay. Have you checked on my mind today?
What?
Have you checked on my mind today?
Oh yeah, I was just in there before I decided to eat.
Alrighty. I've got one little spot left to fill in. Right in here. All right. So, there we go. That section's done. All right, so let me put our pink fluff back in our pink fluff container. And we'll get that up out of the way. Alright, so now, let's see. Let's see where the tutorial goes next. I mean, I have our sketch that we can always work off of. But, oh, these loud cars today. I swear that car just went by a minute ago. So let's see. Alright, so now he's gonna start putting some clouds in over this section. I'm probably gonna advance a little bit past that. Alright, hold on. So he's got a little bit of a cloud up in here. He's got a little bit of a cloud up in here. And then he's got one that's kind of over in here. Alright, we might have to do whatever this is first. What are they doing?
Mm-hmm.
They're messing with something. I heard something sliding around somewhere. Like scraping noises. Okay, so he's making a lighter version of it. I guess he went too light. Okay, so then he's putting in some trees and stuff. I'm trying to remember. I guess I'm going to have to pull out the sketch. I'm trying to remember what these little sections were for. Because I'm suddenly not certain. Okay, so... Alright, so this was cloud, and this was cloud. If I'm looking at this right. Okay, so... We've got some cloudy stuff sitting up on the edge of this. Then we've got this other shade of pink. And this shade of pink is kind of hanging out in here. I'm trying to interpret what the fuck I did. So we've got clouds happening in here. And then we've got like some cloudy stuff in these sections. Almost seems like a grayish green in there. Or like a brownish green. I mean, I know he's using mostly brown. We might end up changing some things from the sketch. Okay, so this is what I think we're gonna do. Ah! We're not gonna do an ad. Get that off of there. Alright. Alright, can we go back just a little bit? Alright, looks like the only time we get a full pull out is either at the very end or when it's on this weird 3/4 angle. So, okay. So let me see what I've got here. 'Cause I don't really have I don't have a color that's gonna fit here. I might in this stuff. I might. I mean, that kinda might work. The question is, do we have enough of it? That's a big, big question. So one of those two. Let me just drop that on the floor for the moment. Okay. So I think what we're gonna do first is this. You're lurking while you do a little doodling yourself. You want to say hi? Hello. Hope your day's going well and appreciate the lurk. And I thank you for stopping in. Alright, so I think we'll do our clouds first because these hills seem to sit on top of the clouds, so we're going to do a little adjusting from the sketch though, because I apparently ignored something pretty obvious on the tutorial, but that's fine. I was more worried about trying to figure out colors in other spots, but we'll get that adjusted. Alright, so we've got this guy. Alright, so now got a little bit of a cloudy guy kind of hanging out in here. And this section, he's not too poofy in this little arm that's coming across here. In this particular spot. Sorry, I'm trying to move those fibers around. They didn't quite land where I necessarily wanted them to be. Alright, so we'll get this guy attached here. Oh, I mean, I guess I could have gone with a cream instead of white, but I don't know if that would have looked quite right, shall we say. Alright, so let's grab another little bit to kind of add on to this guy. If you hear like a weird vibration in the background, I don't know if it's going to pick up or not since the window is shut. I can hear it, but I don't know if you guys can. The neighbor is running his truck. Sometimes it is louder than others. Alright, so there's going to be some little holes and breaks in the cloud shape, or in the cloud shade, shall we say. I'm just going to let that be. I'm not going to try to fill that too hard because clouds aren't always solid. They'll have little holes and see-through sections and not quite so solid sections and all of that. Alright, so then we've got another, kind of doing a little poof ball here. Kind of get you up into here. Now the white's going to be a little bit harder to see on this light pink. So apologies for that, but it is there. Actually, it's not. It's easier to see in the camera on that one. So that's fine. Never mind. The way, the angle that I was at, the way the light was hitting it, it looked a little like it was fading into the background, but no, I can see it now. We're good. Okay. Alright. And we're gonna kind of take this up and around here into its little jagged poofy shape here. Sorry, my chair creaks annoyingly loud. Alright. So it won't be like an exact to his, and it shouldn't be. But we're trying to get the idea across. Alright, actually I'm gonna smooth out the back a little bit. That way I don't have any weird divots starting to happen. Alright, let go, thank you. Okay, now we'll probably take this one. I don't know if I'm going to take this one all the way to the edge. Maybe close to it. Yes, maybe one more little poofta here. Oh, poofy do. Okay. Alright. Okay, so that one's pretty good. Alright, now we've got another one underneath here that's gonna be a little bit more robust. It's gonna kinda, this one is gonna sit on the edge here, so I might have to come back and add to this a little bit more. Get that worked in there. So tonight I'm hoping to get Thursday's Coral Island VOD put up on the YouTube channel. And I will try to get Thursday's bonus Planet Zoo stream put up. And let's see, what is it? It's Sunday. I could probably also get the Friday's Planet Zoo stream up too. I should just start scheduling them the second I export the VOD over, so that way it doesn't matter if I forget. But I gotta remember to do the schedule. That's the kicker. So we'll get another section in here. Sometimes it can be hard to convey wispy with this. I mean, sometimes you can pull it off, but other times it can be a little more challenging, but this one right here is not that wispy and airy, so this guy's actually got a little bit of solidity to him on Bob's side of things. So I'm gonna come back in here. Oh, what are you? What are you? Get out of there. Hold up. Hold up. Where did you even come from? I didn't even see you until I start. I've got blue fiber mixed into that one somehow. Maybe I was doing blue before I refilled that bag. I'm trying to be really good about cleaning my brush, but sometimes you don't quite get it all, and you don't see the other color of the fiber until you start to recompress everything. So like, no, 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 no. Alright, that's not too bad. Especially when it's like a very drastically different shade getting mixed into your white. It's like, oh no, 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 no. That's not gonna work. Alright, so this is gonna kind of come down to here, which is a shame after we just filled all of that in, but that's okay because there's gonna be sections where the color underneath is gonna more than likely shine through, and that's okay. It'll probably work to our advantage a bit better that way. That way, if there is any thinner spots or anything, it'll look more cloud-like with that other tone under it. Alright, so I'm going to try to work in smaller bits here so we can try to get the poofiness of our clouds across. So, since I kind of goofed up a little bit in the sketch, we are going to take that other shade of pink that's a little bit brighter than this one, and I'm gonna lay that down in through here and in through all of this, and then I'm gonna take probably this one because it's got a little bit more of a greener tone to it. Either one. I don't know, we could really do either one. I don't know. Maybe this one? I don't know, we'll figure it out. And we'll do our little trees in there, but we'll use that other shade of pink as its kind of like backgroundy mist feel, I think. I think that's what we'll do. Since my brain interpreted it funny when I first watched it and was working quickly. I think I was just looking more at colors than actual every single step. Okay, now I really need to take a look at how far we're bringing this guy. where are we taking you? Alright, so this section of cloud is gonna kinda... Maybe to about... Maybe to about here-ish. And then this one's gonna come over to about maybe here-ish. Alright, so we definitely have some cloud work we have to do. Alright. So I kind of want to work this in sort of, or set it up in sort of like a circular motion as I'm laying it down in here, in the hopes that some of those circular like wispies will stay, and as we're tapping in, it might hopefully pick up and keep some of that motion. Maybe. Maybe. We will see. So this week's schedule at the moment is looking like tomorrow in the afternoon we'll be doing some more arty things. Tuesday will be off. I've got house things that need doing. I really need to shampoo a rug, but now I don't know if the circuit breaker is going to be able to handle me shampooing a rug, because they've got the RV hooked up. So I don't know, I might have to see how long they plan on being here. Wednesday, I'm not planning on doing anything. Thursday will be Coral Island in the afternoon, and then possibly a later in the evening, maybe around 9 or 10 o'clock-ish, Planet Zoo stream, if I'm feeling up to it. And then Friday will be the solo Planet Zoo in the afternoon. And then Sunday will be arty things. The husband is supposed to stream Monday night World. Tuesday he has D&D during the day, so Tuesday night he's not going to be doing anything. Although I think they're still off from their D&D group this week. Scheduling conflicts. So I don't know if they're actually doing D&D this week or not. Wednesday he's gonna be streaming, what did he call it? What the Hell Wednesday, where he just picks something random that's on Game Pass. And then Thursday he's not doing anything, and Friday he's gonna try to do Fallout, and then Saturday he's gonna stream what he's doing in our Duo Zoo, and that's all gonna be on his channel. So that's gonna be on, let's see if I can do this right. Let's see if I can find my mouse. There we go. So that's his channel. Now, I say he's supposed to because I don't know what's going on with my dad. So this week's schedule is really tentative. Depending on what's happening, he may have to cancel without warning. Something that he's gonna do. So we do apologize for that. Just everything kind of suddenly went to hell with my dad going in the hospital twice in the past week and a half, 2 weeks. He's still there right now. My dad. They think they sort of have an idea of what's going on. He's far from recovered from it. And I don't know what's happening with that. Like what they're planning on doing. And I don't know if he's ever going to actually be fully recovered from what was happening, so which if that's the case, he's gonna need a lot more hands-on from the two of us when he comes home. So we're gonna see what happens, and we're just kind of playing life by ear at the moment. And husband really doesn't do social media, so sometimes I'll post when he's gonna go live and stuff. If I remember to, or if I'm actually around when he goes live. Sometimes I'm doing house chores or I'm already in the middle of something, and so don't always send the notifications out, but if you're subscribed to him over there, then you know, you'll know when he's gonna go live if you turn your notifications on. So question. Is that filter something we can get at Petco?
I don't think so. I just set it up to see on Amazon.
Can you know the name of the filter? Could you search?
I assume not, hun, because they have very limited stuff. They have very limited stuff. I don't think they're going to have even a single heater that's appropriate or filter that's appropriate to that size tank. That doesn't come as part of the set. I think you're better off just ordering the damn thing and being done with it. If that's ultimately what you're going to do, then I can run over to the bank and deposit that stuff in just a little bit. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Trying to get my betta fish sorted. But we need the shit for the fish before we can go get the fish. Alrighty. I actually have to see. I actually don't think I have enough plugs. I might have to get a second surge protector. Alright. These clouds need to be a little bit more filled in here. So a little bit more solid. I'll tell you, it got to be about 60 this afternoon, and all the bees woke up. I was gonna take recycling out when I got done, and I'm gonna have to wait till it gets dark, because when I walked past the recycling bins, there was a couple of soda cans in there, and the bees were just like locked onto them. There was like a good 10 bees in there. I was like, oh, okay. I don't really want to get stung by disturbing you all, so we'll just wait till a little bit later. Alright, so I did definitely want this to be a little bit more solid in here, if possible. Just wasn't quite solid enough for me. Because we're going to be having the other color of pink fill in here. And then I'm going to take one of these colors here to my right that's off camera. And we'll do our little tree line in there, and then this section, I think that's supposed to be like a pinkish as well. But that's gonna have like a gray tree line going on in there. Alright, so we'll get this tucked into here. That's not bad. I want to at least get this one section of cloud in before we call it a day. It's going to take a few more minutes for that to happen, though. Alright. Get that all tapped into there. As best as we can. And the goal is to not really see the bottom edge of this cloud set here once we get the other stuff worked in. And we'll see how that goes. Just re-flattening out the back here. Or trying to, at least. Alright, now. I know it kind of looks like a hot mess at the moment, but we're working on it. This is going to come over a little bit further. Getting close to where this cloud's gonna stop. I think we need a little more poofies on here though. Kind of want this a little more rounded. Alright. So, take just a little bit more. I'm kind of like tucking a little bit and just kind of rounding out a little here. Alright, so where was this gonna stop again? Oh, okay, actually we are gonna bring this over just a teeny bit further. I think one more round poofy in here. And then I feel like that might need another little poofy guy. Help over in there. All right. So we got that there. Right, and this guy. Will get tucked into here. Again, as best as we can. And that side looks pretty good. So I think we're gonna stop there for today. And tomorrow we'll come back in and we'll start working on our big cloud guy up in here and bring him over to about here. And then we'll start to layer in our other pink and make a final decision on which shade we're gonna use. Might go with the little bit darker one, but then again, maybe the lighter one would be more appropriate because it's further away. I'll have to think about it. So, I think we'll just call it a day there. I don't believe anybody on my list is doing anything, but let me double check just to be sure. No, and it's just, just a couple of us, so we'll just call it a day there. I hope you guys enjoy your evening. If you're watching the Super Bowl, I hope you have fun. And the loud, obnoxious vehicle is going to see us out, it would seem. So don't forget to follow all the socially places down below. And until tomorrow, you guys have a good one.